Hey guys, it's Nicole or Nikki Bricks here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a set that I have actually had for quite some time. I was extremely excited when I first got this set, and for whatever reason, it just sat in the corner of my room for like 6 months. And as a prequel stan, that is just unacceptable. So anyway, today we're going to be taking a look at set 7660, the Naboo N-1 Starfighter and Vulture Droid. So this set came out in 2007, and I just really appreciated the box art for the set. I think it's beautiful, so while I throw a bunch of facts at you, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what this looks like. So the N-1 Starfighter comes with 3 minifigures. Unfortunately, I only got 2 in my set. I did get this used from my cousin, and I think he probably just lost one when he was younger. And unfortunately, that character is Anakin Skywalker, but it happened. So you can see you do get a couple of cool features with this set. You get the N-1, shows you how you can drop your little astromech droid out the back. There's a stand so that the minifigures can kind of wander up into the cockpit, and of course the Vulture Droid. So I was looking at how much this set would cost, and for some reason Brickset says that new you could get it for like $75. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is not right. You can probably get this for like $150 new, close to $100 on Bricklink. For $75 used, you would probably be missing those minifigures. So for a decent set used or new, you're looking at like $100 to $150. Now that being said, let's just go ahead and jump right into this review and take a look at those minifigures. Now, seeing as sadly we don't have our young Anakin Skywalker, we are going to start off with R2. There's honestly not much to say about this figure. We've definitely made some much needed improvements when it came to R2. And I mean, compared to the model you get nowadays, nothing compares. In terms of improvements, I'm talking about how the printing starts all the way up at the top of his head there. He's a decent looking figure for 2007, it's just, you know, the newer figure you can get now is much better. Now our second minifigure here I do very much like. He is our Naboo fighter pilot, and again, the year 2007, we have some very basic printing here. No back printing, no leg printing, no side printing, but I can still appreciate the torso printing here. He's got some brown pants on, leather gloves, a matching hat, and he does look pretty decent. And now for him, you can also use this alternate helmet. Just a helmet with some goggles, same one that we've seen many times before. And I suppose if you had the Anakin Skywalker, unlike me, then you could use that for either Annie or this fighter pilot. Now the Starfighter itself is very cool. I cannot express enough how beautiful I think that this model is. And I'm also going to start out by saying one of my favorite things about these older sets is how complete they would make them. Like, look at this stand that you get so that your pilot can walk right up into the cockpit. They don't do those kind of things anymore. Not to mention the fact that this set also comes with a Vulture Droid to battle with the N-1 Starfighter. So anyway, starting off with the stand, I really appreciate how easy it is to just place the Starfighter on top of it there. You can see it's an extremely simple build. There's a Technic piece underneath the Starfighter that allows you to just kind of insert it right there so that it holds up. And then you have this ladder that moves back and forth, I guess to give you space to put the Starfighter in there, just like so. And then you can pull it forward, and voila! N-1 Starfighter would stand. It's a very cool feature. I really wish that they would include that kind of stuff more, but I definitely really like that. So I know I am missing quite a few stickers on this set. Luckily, not these little blaster lasers up in the front here. And on the topic of blasters, one of the play features of this set is this really crazy shooter piece. I have never gotten one of these in a Lego set. Granted, I'm a new collector, and this is my first 2007 set, but yeah, we definitely don't use these anymore. So how this works is you insert it in the bottom here, and it goes in kind of just underneath the cockpit, clips in like that, and to shoot it, you just pull that lever there. And it flies pretty good. It's not too bad. I can appreciate that the tip of it is like rubber. Not that I've ever found myself to be injured by the non-rubber flick fire missiles or anything, but it's different and I thought it was pretty cool. I think that the engines on this design are absolutely beautiful. They're almost flawless. The only thing missing is I wish that there was like a transparent blue piece on the side here. Kind of, you know what? Yeah, so if you look at the microfighter version of this ship, you can see they did include a transparent blue piece. Just right there to show you where the thrusters are. It gives you that kind of effect, and it is missing from this bigger model. Now, another thing that I don't love about the ship is you can't open the cockpit like you can with newer LEGO Star Wars ships. You have to take the entire thing off But taking a look inside the cockpit, pretty cool control panel that I've never actually had before. Shows you where your target is, couple of extra buttons and things. And of course there is enough space to put your Anakin Skywalker, or in my case, your Naboo fighter pilot. Very easily you can plop him in there, put this back on there, and it clips into place. Now behind him, of course, we do have room for the astromech droid, and you can very easily just sink your R2 right in there. And I actually really appreciate that we didn't just get the head part of the astromech droid, that they make space for the entire droid to fit. And as was shown on the back side of the box, you can actually drop your astromech droid through this panel right here. So you should be able to just lower this like ramp here, and theoretically, he should slip out on his own, but it does work well enough. You can see that's where he just kind of popped out of. So that is pretty cool. And the area where R2 sits is actually a little bit bulkier than it's meant to be, but it's not unreasonably so. It's so that you can have that play feature, so that you can fit an entire astromech. And it's a good trade-off for me, so I appreciate it. All in all, just the design of this ship, I think it is so good looking. It is not the best N-1 Starfighter you can get aside from the UCS. I think that title still goes to the 2015 version. But I mean, undeniably so, the design of this, it's beautiful. It's a really great looking Lego. And if you're looking for a slightly cheaper price ranged N1, this is definitely the way to go. So now to combat our N1, we have the Vulture Droid. And oh my goodness, let me just get this part out of the way because I cannot stand how fragile this thing is. The flick fire missiles on this thing, you see these little red guys back here? They do not work. This is an older design, one of the first, if not the first generation of flick fire missiles. They don't hold on their own, they just fall out. So I'm showing you that now because I just cannot stand how often they fall out when I'm trying to talk about this. Okay, that being said, I gotta say I like Vulture Droids. I think they're really interesting looking. I've always liked the idea of kind of a starship with its own mind. That's essentially what it is, just a teeny tiny starship. So these droids pop up a lot in the Clone Wars in all different designs and colors, but generally their shape is the same. This is what it looks like when it's flying. And again, that's when those flick fire missiles would come in use. But if you wanted to transform it into a walker, you would just kind of lift up the plate here, turn these legs down, and you can unhinge his head so he can look around, creep up like a spider on his attackers. And there's really not much to be said about these guys. I'm not gonna lie, every single Vulture droid I've ever had has been incredibly fragile, and they're pretty annoying to maneuver. You can see how like complicated and delicate all these pieces are, kind of held together by those droid arms. Yeah, anyway, it falls apart a lot when you're playing with it, but this is an old set. Again, some of the sticker pieces, you do have like the face or the eyes here. And on all of the legs, you have these, I don't know, technical looking designs and stuff. And that is kind of it for this guy. So again, if you are looking for a Naboo Starfighter, I definitely recommend getting either this one or the 2015 version. I'm not gonna lie to you, probably the newer 2015. It's a little bit better. It comes with more minifigures, but this set will be more affordable. And I mean, generally, I have to say, I really loved the design of this set. The only thing you're not getting with this one that you would with the newer version are some extra pieces, like a fuel pump, some more minifigures. But the general design of the Starfighter, it's almost exactly the same. And I personally, for like a cheaper price point, I would be very happy with this one. So that is my entire review, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like and subscribe down below to see more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.